Hey guys, we're here for a new episode of the show that is yet to be named. Decade by decade, we're talking action movies. This week we have 2010s. I'm here with Puttyman. I'm here with JD. I hope that's where they are.
Yeah,
Um,
I think so.
yeah, I'll
right?
put their stuff
I'm
in the
somewhere.
bio. You can find them everywhere at RLG. And so we're just gonna get into this. Yeah, you see it like that. Top
Bing
five
me.
2010s action movies. We're gonna give you the list first, and we're gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna tell JD to go first. I'm going in reverse order.
That's okay.
Ooh,
My number 5 is Snowpiercer.
I still haven't seen that. I want to though.
I just want to clap for that. I just want to
It's a
clap
good
for
movie.
that.
It's a
I
good
didn't-
movie.
I didn't know if you guys would count this, but I'm going next, or you going next, or
You're going next.
Just making sure, bro.
Who's next?
Who's
Nice.
next?
Speaking of that, Goldberg.
Yeah, right. My number 5 is Inception. I didn't know if that was counts, but I put that one in there.
That counts. I think it counts.
My number 5 is Edge of Tomorrow,
Really good
Okay.
movie. Yes.
I'll take that on my
or Live,
weekend.
Die, Repeat, or whatever the hell you call Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt in Groundhog's Day.
Love that movie still, but
Yeah,
it's not
I'm
my
just
top.
taking that off my honorable mention.
It was same here. Same
Good
here.
call. Good call, boys. Because both of yours guys are on my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. My number 4, people hated it, but I liked it, was Jurassic World.
nice one.
I hate that.
My
The
number.
first one, not the one where they have to save him from the island.
Yeah, okay, that one's real bad.
Well, since you said it that way, my number 4, since I love it, but everyone else hates it, and that's Machete.
Okay, that's true. I do hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I don't. I don't
Machete.
hate it. The second one though is really
It is,
bad.
but I still
Which one?
bought it just
Machete-
because I like the
Machete
Machete
Kills?
series.
Yeah,
Machete
it's
kills.
super bad.
I know,
Like,
but
and
it
not
can't
like
be
super bad.
bad.
That's a good movie. Super bad is a good movie.
Great movie.
My number 4 is all right. This is where it gets into a place that you can judge me all you want, and I don't care. Number 4 is all 3 John Wicks.
Oh my gosh. All right.
I'm not judging you because, yeah. My number 3 is Mad Max Fury Road.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and copy and paste because my number 3 is Mad Max Fury Road.
All right. Well, let's just go ahead and copy and paste because it's about to get crazy again. My number 3 is Mission Impossible 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Off my honorable mentions.
I actually, yeah.
My number 2 was the first Kingsman.
All right, I guess I'll take my Kingsman duo off the list of honorable mentions. All right, my number 2 is a triple cap, John Wick 1, 2, and 3.
So that's a putty.
Yeah, it's a putty.
Oops, I'm not using the right keyboard. Okay. So my number 2 is the Raid 1 and 2.
I still want to see those. I haven't seen them yet.
I haven't seen the raid yet.
I want to.
So my number 1 has been puttied. It's the 3 John Wick films.
All right, my number 1 as capped. It is Deadpool 2 and Avengers Endgame.
Whoa, I was not expecting that.
I know.
Well,
I was expecting Deadpool.
my number 1 is clearly the best action movie of the 2010s, and that is Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
So we're gonna recap the list.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, JD.
Snowpiercer, number 5. Jurassic World, number 4. Mad Max Fury Road, number 3. Number 2 is the first Kingsman, and number 1 is the John Wick series.
All right, number 5 for me is Inception. Number 4, Machete. Number 3, Mad Max Fury Road. Number 2, all 3 John Wicks, and number 1 is a cap at Avengers Endgame and Deadpool 2.
John Joe, send me a pair of those sweats.
Sancho.
My number 5 is Edge of Tomorrow. My number 4 is John Wick 1, 2, 3. My number 3 is Mission Impossible 4, 5, 6. My number 2 is the Raid 1 and 2. And my number 1 is Mad Max Fury Road. If you just came for the list, and just go away. And then we're going to talk about it now.
No
So
spoilers.
I'm going to explain this first. I'm not even going to talk about the movies. I'm just going to explain this. So contrary to our popular belief on our other lists that we do, okay, I felt like I mean, John Wick 1, 2, and 3 is one linear movie that just has breaks in between because it picks up exactly where the last movie left off.
I think this 2000s has been really good in terms of like a series, like a franchise type of thing.
Like 4, 5, 6 Mission Impossible, unlike the other ones, continue perfectly right off each other.
Yeah.
And then the Raid continues exactly off the other Raid. So it was like I couldn't put those movies on my list without having the other one. But
yeah,
that's why John Wick, yeah.
All three John Wicks, all three of those Mission Impossibles and both of those Raid movies they belong in the positions where I put them. But to separate them just doesn't make sense because they're both that good or all three that good and they deserve to be in those spots.
Yeah, and then my number 5 wouldn't have made the list, right? My number 4 wouldn't have made the list. So that makes the most sense.
I mean, I put Edge of Tomorrow. I was pretty close with Snowpiercer. And there's another. Well, we'll get into honorable mentions, but there's another one that was really close for me. My list, I felt so strong about it. I knew that my first 3 were going to be the Raid movies and Mad Max. Like I knew it already.
Yeah.
So that was cut and dry. Putty, before we talk to JD, why the hell do you have Machete on your list?
Here's the thing. The whole setup for Machete was something when I first saw the trailer in the Grindhouse movies, because I actually like the Grindhouse movies. A lot of people don't like them.
I like the first one.
I like both of them, but we've had that conversation. We won't get into that. When I saw the Machete trailer, I was like, this is fucking... I like those over-the-top things, because I'm going to mention another honorable mention that's kind of on the same thing, but it got in the honorable mentions, and that's why I want to say it. The reason I picked Machete is I like those Grindhouse-type movies. Another one I put in my honorable mentions is Hobo with a Shotgun. It's another one, which is another one. Of
that one is a good one, yeah.
Yeah. But see, Machete, I think the reason Machete appealed to me more is because of the casting they did. Like, it had that over-the-top Grindhouse just like it would, but the casting was amazing in my eyes. It's all people that I like watching. Outside of Lindsay Lohan. Well, actually, was she in the first? Yeah, she was in the first one. Outside of Lindsay Lohan. But as far as the casting in my eyes was amazing on that. So it was just fun, and that's the reason why it ended on my list. I wanted to put a Grindhouse movie on there, especially since, when it comes to Grindhouse movies, I'm always going to be big into them. And even though Hobo with a Shotgun in some ways is better, it's one of those movies that it's good, but I feel like the casting, it's one of those ones that just, because it's based off a short film, like it was stretched out. So I feel like Machete felt like it had a little more love to it. Does that make sense? Like, that's the reason why I felt.
Yeah, but Machete is a character that's also already been established from the Spy Kids films. It's been confirmed that he is the same Machete.
I don't watch Spy Kids films, so I have no idea about that.
Well, you should have just did the research.
Well, why would I do research?
Immediately fired, guys. Thanks for watching this video.
Like, I don't want
true,
Spy
though, right?
Kids.
That it's Robert Rodriguez confirmed that it's the same Machete.
I have no idea, so I'm gonna have to go look at these Spy Kids. Well, like, are these Spy Kids movies?
Don't watch them; they're very bad.
Okay, the first one was kind of fun.
The first one's okay.
Yeah.
Don't watch 3D.
In that one?
No.
It's Spy Kids 3D. It gets real bad. Sharkboy and Lava Girl is like
that's
a terrible movie.
I saw Sharkboy and Lava Girl not because I wanted to. It's because of I'm not even going to get into why. I just around.
I don't want to know why at this point.
Shark fetish.
No, dating somebody. She had kids. We went to the movie.
She was into sharks.
No, her freaking.
He dressed up like King Shark.
I was the worst time in the world, and I was sitting there like, I'm only doing it because I had my intentions. Anyway.
Pervert.
That was all live. Thank you for watching.
But
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Like, come on, man! You're telling me you didn't have to go and see a movie because of another person? That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll tell you one. I will tell you one. Tell you one. I went on a date with a girl. Oh, she's probably gonna watch this. Too bad for you. And she made me go watch The Hobbit because she loved Lord of the Rings, and my God, was it awful!
There you go. See?
And not only that, but like, don't ever bring me to watch a movie, first of all, let alone a serious movie that I have to pay attention to, and then try to make out with me the whole time. That's not happening.
It's 4.5 hours long.
Yeah, I'm going to sit my ass there and watch that movie. So you better friggin' bring a lot of popcorn,
including that scene in the kitchen where the dwarves start singing for an hour.
Listen, that's what ruined the movie for me.
Listen, I literally own The Hobbit and never watched it. I don't know why I own it.
So don't watch it.
I have the Blu-rays. I don't think I've watched it.
I have
the second one is the best one.
Desolation of Smaug.
I do want to point out there that my honorable mentions definitely has a bunch of superhero ones, the whole Marvel Universe thing. But I do want to mention too, Dread and Red. That rhymed too. I didn't realize it. But
Dread.
No one gave you the permission to continue telling us your honorable mentions. Passing it on to JD. I want to
Okay,
know
sorry.
why the hell you have Jurassic World on your list.
Because I like Jurassic World. It was a fun adventure movie.
It is a fun movie.
I felt like it was like it almost had a little bit of that nostalgia. Like I guess I was feeling nostalgic for the Jurassic Park films that when it first came out, it's kind of like when you were excited for episode 1, you hate the movie, but you still love the movie because it's Star Wars. This is what I felt.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You know what I mean?
I feel that way. Okay, I feel that way about. Actually, I don't feel that way about any Star Wars movies.
I'm
Maybe
the one that's like that. JD, I'm the one that's like that.
Like
that
it's
felt
not
like
a
that,
good movie. You know it's not a good movie, but because you were like nostalgic for that Star Wars fix. So as much as I love the Jurassic Park films, yeah.
But I'm gonna cut you off now because I actually kind of like Jurassic World. I would say it's like tied with the Jurassic Lost World, whatever the second one is called.
Yeah. The one with Julianne Moore.
It's fun. It gives you everything from Jurassic Park. It has a lot of flaws. Bryce Dallas Howard.
The talking raptors. That's
Bryce Dallas Howard. Bryce Dallas Howard made me fall in love with her. It wasn't terrible acting. The Raptors. I mean, it was fine. It's a good movie.
Vincent D'Onofrio's character was very good.
It's a solid 7-ish, but like action wise, I give it to you. The one after that though, hell
no, that was horrible. That was the one where they go back to the mansion where they're auctioning off all the dinosaurs. Oh no!
If you want to talk about nostalgia for a property, I would much rather you talk about Jurassic World than Phantom Menace because that is a horrible movie.
It is.
I don't care that Putty has nostalgia for it. It's a horrible movie.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, because I'm in that age demographic too, right? Because
I went to watch Phantom Menace when it came out as like a 10-year-old kid who loved the original Star Wars. And it literally shattered my dreams. And I never felt the same way about Star Wars ever again after that. Never.
For me, I was already into the expanded universe by that point. So I've played.
But I didn't know that existed.
Yeah. So I've read the original book trilogy, the Heir to the Empire trilogy, with where they first introduced Thrawn. I played Shadows of the Empire on the Nintendo 64. So I was already into that expanded universe. So for me, Phantom Menace, it kind of left me brokenhearted, but to me, Star Wars is Star Wars. And we can all agree that the best thing about that prequel trilogy is Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And that Darth Maul scene. I'll say that too. The Darth Maul fight
that's
scene.
not saving that movie.
Well,
as Leonardo said, but the pod race was pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah. So now I'm going to talk about some honorable mentions here. Mm-hmm. So I would like to bring up Dread and Red. That rhymes. Thought you were going to steal that from me, bitch.
I love those movies.
Dread is a fantastic movie.
Dread was very close to making my list. Like, I'm not a fan of the movie as it is, but in terms of like just action, being an action movie, I love it. One of my biggest gripes with it is that it's completely derivative of The Raid, like in every single way. Just they put they were like, oh, look at this movie they made in Malaysia or Indonesia. Copy the movie, and what IPs do we own? Dread. Okay, call it Dread.
Yeah, but it kind of works. So if you really think about it, I mean,
it works as an action movie, but I'm not a huge fan of the acting in it or the story.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you actually read the Dread comics, I don't feel like even the Dread comics had as much in-depth story as other comics.
Well, but the Judge Dredd with Stallone,
I know you don't like
much
the comic
closer
thing,
to the comic.
Yes. Wait, Stallone, really?
Yeah. Did you ever read the comic in the 90s?
It's very campy.
Yeah, it's very
campy.
I mean,
it's campy and like gory.
I guess maybe the reason I don't. But that's the reason why I felt Dread was more because, like,
but Dread, he's not that character really.
He's not that serious.
Well, no, I get it.
They made him a little bit. They made him a little too
serious. He also never
Anyways,
revealed himself. It was something that.
I agree that he shouldn't have took the helmet off, but you're not going to pay Stallone $20 million to make a movie and let him keep his helmet on.
Well, apparently,
you paid Carl Urban like $14,000. Okay, like, let's just be honest. At that point, Carl Urban was just like a nobody. That's a movie that like pushed him into like blowing up.
Well,
you mean it wasn't was he in The Hobbit?
No, but he was in Doom. Remember that?
He was in Star Trek.
Yes, he was.
He's good.
Which is on my honorable mention, Star Trek Beyond.
Oh, it's on my honorable dimensions, and so was Into Darkness, if that was made in that decade. But Beyond, we can talk about that for a second before we go back to Red, because I know Buddy wants to talk about Red.
It's okay.
Beyond is the most Star Trek feeling of those three movies, and it's by far 100% of an action movie from start to finish. The music, everything, like it's fast paced.
That whole ending action sequence where on there that bridge platform thing, and Idris Elba, they're fighting with Idris Elba and all that. Like, it is. You're right. The most Star Trek-y of the movies, I guess.
Of the new movies.
Well, I after Next Generation, I actually dropped off of Star Trek again. But I will say these new movies, I was like, okay, I got to see how they do this as far as like casting. And they did a phenomenal job. Even in my eyes, Benedict Cumberbatch as he
was great.
Han was amazing.
Yeah. People just didn't like. It's like Star Wars, right? If they just recast a Darth Vader, people are going to be like, "What the hell?" If you made a whole franchise about Darth Vader and recast him, you'd be like,
"Well, look at the backlash. What's his name took for being recast as Han Solo?"
Yeah, there you go. And he was amazing. Listen to me. Can we talk?
The
about
movie
Solo?
Solo was not a bad movie.
No, it wasn't. But
I like that.
Speaking of that, I believe that falls in this decade because I put it on my honorable mention.
I think 2019,
as an action movie, it serves a great purpose. It doesn't really hit the Star Wars vibes for me, but action movie I like it, and I think he played an impression of Han Solo that was like spot on.
He's the closest, but I here's the thing. I love that movie too. I feel like the plot was kind of the problem. Action wise, it was good.
The plot was a little weak.
Yeah. The actors they picked though for both Solo and for Lando was amazing.
Yeah, Donald Glover
was made to play the
I don't think there was ever another choice. Everyone wanted Glover. Glover wanted it, and Glover got it, and
he was perfect. It was like he was born to play that role. You know what I mean?
If only let him play Miles Morales when he was still young.
I know, right? Like, at least he did play his uncle. Yeah, I can't think of his name right now. I'm a brain fart.
But yeah, and Paul Bettany is great in it. It reintroduced Darth Maul at the end of the film too. Like, it was the only thing.
Emilia Clarke is there.
She's just there. She was. I think she was the weakest part of that film because Woody Harrelson's character was great.
Everything she does outside of Game of Thrones just feels like she's playing herself in real life.
But Gaty, kind of agree with me on this and too, especially since it feels like it's been changed. The whole Chewbacca meeting with him, that kind of felt like bad to me, honestly. I
love how he says it to you like I don't know anything about Star Wars.
No, but I agree with that. Like, originally he was supposed to, like, yes, it felt too rushed. There's more meaning behind that Chewbacca encounter, and that I think was a little too rushed.
They also completely botched how he earned his name. Because he wasn't given his name by joining the military. That never happened in any of the lore of Star Wars.
But then again, that's not canon anymore, right?
That's the reason why I was kind of mad. Yeah,
just because Marvel wants to write comics doesn't mean things are not canon in my world,
right?
Jar Jar Binks forever.
Jar Jar Binks for life.
That we stand with Jar Jar.
Misa Lover. No. Okay.
Wow, too soon. He just died. Okay, so wait, do I have to delete anything here? Red. Talk about Red, buddy. You got some time for Red.
Okay. John Malkovich. I fucking love him in that movie. I'm sorry. He just played that role so phenomenal. And of course, Bruce Willis, all the other actors did great, but of course, that movie, I'm always going to remember John Malkovich for what he did in that movie. Red 2 is the only reason why I feel Red 2 is actually something I like, that even though it's not my honorable mentions, is because of John Malkovich. That's the only reason why.
No, I like Red 2. It's not as good as Red 1.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, the cast they put together is good, and it's the only two movies maybe in this entire decade where Bruce Willis actually tried to act.
Exactly. Yep, I agree.
Well, I mean, I have a Bruce Willis on my honorable mention.
So do I. Are we going to say it together?
Is it Looper?
Looper? Yeah,
okay. I could take that on my list too.
Okay. Yeah, I like Looper. I didn't mind Surrogates either.
Surrogates was okay, I guess.
I mean, I didn't mind it. It's not.
Anything's better than Replicas with Keanu Reeves.
Yes, that one was weird and dark.
If you have not seen that movie, just watch it for how bad it is.
Okay.
You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to give you spoilers.
All right.
Everybody dies.
His family dies, and he works for a company in the future, and they're going to bring them back to life by cloning them. Okay. He has 3 cloning pods. So instead of cloning 3 of his family members and then waiting until they're done and then cloning back his last daughter, he makes his friend pick a name out of a hat for the one family member he's not going to bring back to life.
And spoilers, it's the baby.
Even though he could have did it. He could have did it. He just chose not to.
So when does the dog die? That's all I want to know.
It doesn't. It's not at all like that kind of movie. It's just really stupid. Just watch it, just for a hate watch.
But it is dark though. It's very dark.
Yeah, it's awkwardly dark though. It's not dark like in a way that you feel sad. It's dark in like a what the hell is happening?
I forgot the actor. Who's the actor that played his friend? He's
Thomas Middleditch.
Yeah, Thomas Middlestitch there, middle bitch.
Now I do have more, so I'll wait till you guys.
Which I still feel bad. I missed Silicon Valley on our sitcoms list.
Yeah, so do I. But it wouldn't have made my top 5. Looper is a great movie.
Yes.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the best part of that movie by far.
Yeah.
Doing his best Bruce Willis impression.
Yeah, actually, he's nothing like Bruce Willis in my eyes.
Who played the woman? Was it Emily Blunt?
I believe so.
No,
I can't remember now.
She was really good. I'm gonna look it up because
I'm doing it right now for us.
I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna fucking beat you. No, I'm not.
It was Emily Blunt.
Yeah. Okay. She was really good in that as well.
Oh, Paul Dano was in it too. That's right.
Yeah, you gotta have him in it. Detroit Rock City.
Yeah.
That's got to make some kind of list. I gotta have a list just to have that on it.
Detroit Rock City. As of today's recording, Paul Stanley came down with COVID.
Oh, good Lord.
So you're saying they're finally going down.
Rock City.
I never hate me all you want. I never liked Kiss.
No, hate me all you want. I hate Kiss.
But I do like Detroit Rock City, the movie.
And I do love the song Love Gun.
Oh my God, only because of role models, but anyway.
Only because of role models. You telling me Jews can sing like this? Anyways. Yeah. Wait, you got more?
Yeah, I got more.
Oh no, I have a huge list. I
got more too.
Okay, I'm gonna say 1. Skyfall and Spectre. Why not?
Yeah,
Skyfall's one of the most action-packed James Bond movies that there is.
That's the best Daniel Craig one, I think.
Yeah, it's up there. It's close.
Okay, Casino Royale is really good.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah. I wanna throw out the Planet of the Apes reboot series.
Yeah, all right, I'll delete that. Yeah, Putty likes those.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, I do.
I really, especially the first one. The first one was really, really good. The second one was okay, but the third one, I don't know about the third one. I didn't really care for the third one too much.
You know what's funny that you're saying it like that? I've never seen the first one somehow, and like they're all fine. I think they're well made, like universe building. The acting is good, but it's just not my thing. I think that's what it is. But a lot of people don't like the first one, and then
I really like the first one.
Buddy, what's your thought?
Well, I just want to see Andy Serkis and Sean Gunn do a movie together, just all in green screen outfit.
Caesar and Weasel.
Yeah, exactly. Caesar and
Weasel
is
way too far gone. I see him now. He's in a place where like he thinks he's like the god of motion capture, and
that's the reason why I want to say like Sean Gunn is like he's become like a typecast for that. That's kind of why I'm like I just want to see them two do a movie together.
Yeah, but I mean, you had James Franco
brother
and. Also, I want to say in the first one, you had John Lithgow, who plays Alzheimer's, and he played that role fantastically.
I heard that he's very good in that.
Yeah, and even, believe it or not, Seth Rogen, I think, was in that film too, and he did an okay job too, because, you know,
why do I not remember?
He was one of the lab guys. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. He was the lab guy, because James Franco had to have him in there somewhere.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wow. I forgot about that, actually. I really just
small bit part, but yeah, he was in there. But no, it's one of James Franco's better roles, and I really enjoyed the Rise of Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah, but like I said, a lot of people online would argue that the first one is the worst, then the second one gets better, and the third one is the best. And like, I mean,
in terms of action, yes, I agree with that.
How do you feel
about the Planet? Yeah, of course.
Which one's the best one?
I still feel like I like the first one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I still feel like it's the best one in my eyes.
What are they?
I think it's just because
Rise,
Dawn, and
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I can't remember what the other one was.
War for the Planet of the Apes. War for the Planet of the Apes, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
You dirty ape! Wait, is that the right movie?
No, those are the old ones.
Yeah, that's the right one. Okay, so I'm just gonna say another one because I love this movie. I love this movie so much. if I was talking in terms of favorite movies, this is definitely on my list. My top 1 million, Alita Battle Angel.
Damn it! I was gonna bring that up myself. That was literally about. I was
Never watched it. It was actually that good.
Oh,
Listen,
the CG is kind of iffy, but my god, the action and actually, sorry,
you're a tech guy. Okay, get a 4K copy. Watch it on your 4K TV.
Yeah,
it's one of the best looking movies of all time. I've never seen mocap done like that ever in the history of
oh yeah, the motion capture is amazing.
And like I don't know what he's talking about. The CGI is unbelievable. Well, it's like a whole new level of CGI that's never been seen before. Like, so this is James Cameron, right? He used the reason he made so many movies that he did was to develop the tech to make this. He's always wanted to make this movie. Right. Then because of Avatar, he got sidetracked. Like originally Avatar was designed to give him the tech so he could make this movie. And then he got caught up with the contract for Avatar and he couldn't do this. So he got Robert Rodriguez to do it and he produced it.
I think the reason why I say that, John, is because I love this movie. And again, that's on my list and I wanted to actually bring it up myself because I love it. But I think Alita herself, the reason why is because I wanted her to be a little more robotic than she actually was. Does that make sense?
She was a little too human.
But the reason is you find out. I'm not going to spoil it, but she's like super advanced.
Yeah, of course. I know. I get that. I get that. But it's it peaked a little too because I know it's based on the not the book, but no, it's in the book.
Is it a manga or something?
There's a manga, but there's also an OVA. If you go on, go on YouTube, type in Gunm, Gunmm. And it'll come up. It's 43 minutes. It's amazing. After watching that, and then you watch Alita, you're like, wow, this is so faithful to the source material. It's crazy. It's like they really put in the effort to be like the manga and the OVA. It's super, super, super faithful. And I think most of the haters of this movie just either don't like anime, maybe, or don't know about this property.
Wasn't there a whole thing because they didn't cast an Asian actress for the role or something? Or
I don't think she's Asian in the.
No, that's what I thought. I think she is supposed to be because it's all based in Asia. That's the reason why. And again, I'm not hating on it. I love.
I'm just asking. I'm just.
Yeah, I actually
forgive my ignorance, I guess.
But... Yeah, because I remember when you did your review, John, it was like, oh my god, I agree with you because I saw it too. Remember, I saw it in theaters and I loved it. But I know it's just one of those things that. I guess maybe I was looking for something. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but that was the one thing I was looking for. And when you come to see a movie, it's going to have CGI on it. I also tend to compare a lot. But he is right.
The CGI, I agree.
Yeah,
I'm guilty of that.
Like the action and stuff in it is nuts.
Oh, I agree.
And she just kicks so much ass.
That alleyway scene. That's all I'm going to say. Just to start.
So we won't tell you any more about that.
But since we're talking about that, I did put Ready Player One on my honorable mentions as well.
I don't really see that as an action movie.
Really?
That would have. I'm saving that one.
I feel like that's better placed on another list.
On a sci-fi or fantasy.
Well, I mean, that's.
I know you can have it. You didn't put it on your main list. You're honorable mentioning it. Baby Driver.
That was my next one. Baby Driver. Fantastic.
Everyone tells me you need to see it. I still haven't seen it yet.
You'll like it.
Okay.
Baby Driver. It's a heist, almost like a heist film. It is a heist film, really.
Yeah.
And when I'm ready, I have a movie I want to name, and a lot of people I think didn't like it, but I actually enjoyed it, and it was weird too. I liked In Time.
In Time with Justin Timberlake and that's not a bad movie. It's underappreciated.
Exactly.
People hated on it way too hard, and it does the job that it's supposed to do. Olivia Wilde's in it. That's all that matters. She's his mom. She's his mom. She's only like 5 years older than him, and she's his mom.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez, lovely. All right,
I got a lot. Go start naming things.
I want to put on Skull Island. I like Kong Skull Island.
I had all of the Godzilla Kong franchise on here, so I guess that's what I wrote.
I didn't put those. I should have put those on there because I love them and everything, but I didn't put them as action. Maybe because it was the same thing I was doing the sci-fi, and I'm still just putting those in honorable mentions because again, I've got a kind of sci-fi in my main list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I liked Godzilla. The first Godzilla was probably better out of all the three. I didn't like what's her name in King of the Monsters.
She ruined it.
Number 11 there, whatever. Millie Bobby Brown. I did not like.
She's
her.
not good in the newest one either.
See, that's the thing. That I actually enjoyed the newest one, but it's the actors I didn't like about the newest one.
Okay, so you want me to give you a rundown of that as fast as I can? I think the first Godzilla is the best movie out of all of them as a movie. Kong is kind of fun, but it also has the worst story of any of the movies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The third one is just too convoluted. Actually, okay, Kong actually has a better story than the third one. King of the Monsters is a mess, an absolute mess of a movie. If you just completely take that movie, trim out every single scene that has a human in it, that's a great movie right there, because the fight scenes are
kaiju
amazing.
Movie, and that's it.
The fight scenes are so good. The new one, I love the new one. I loved it. I had such a good time with the new one.
Except I didn't like. Again, I just wanted Kong and Godzilla. The whole plot with the I did like the Mecha Godzilla. I don't know much. Oh yeah, well, I guess I should have said that much. But anyway,
isn't it like was a 4-year-old movie at this? No, 2 years now.
Yeah.
Thanks to Ali Fat Cat for being the only person to make it this far. See if you come to reference.
Oh man, he makes it. He's a legend. He never. By the way, one legendary thing I'll say about him: he actually watches my reviews for the movies and sees the spoilers. And I'm like, so have you seen the movies? Like, no. I go, why not? He goes, I'd rather just see you talk about it and not even see the movie. I'm like, cool, all right.
I would not want to see you talk about anything.
I think he's the only one that sits through all my videos too.
He's amazing.
I mean, I do. You guys are dicks. You don't. I can't watch videos like
Pacific Rim. I want to throw out there.
Pacific Rim.
I still haven't seen those either.
If you like Godzilla movies, you're gonna like Pacific Rim. Not the second one, but not the second one.
No.
Only Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. Kaiju movies. Pacific Rim is a really.
And if you like Charlie Day.
Yes, that's right. Charlie Day,
Green Zone,
and Charlie Hunnam.
Underrated military action movie with Matt Damon. It's so good. It's made by the same people that Paul Greengrass did the Bourne movies. I Saw the Devil. Solid. I'm losing words because I'm trying to go so fast. Really good. Watch I Saw the Devil. Hannah with Saoirse Ronan.
Yes.
Where she's like a little girl that's been like trained by the army, and she gets out and she's just trying to figure out where she came from. Unknown with Liam Neeson's. Got to add the S at the end.
Multiple.
And the last thing I'm going to say, then you guys can say whatever you want in the remaining time. Ip Man 2, 3, and 4.
Yes.
Okay, I hate myself for saying this. I'm not seeing them, and I want to, but I haven't had the time to actually sit down because I want to watch all of them back to back. I know I love them because I love martial arts movies. I'm so mad at myself for not seeing those.
They get 2 is good, 3 is even better. 4 kind of took a little bit of a step back, but I think 3 was the best one. I
like
opinion.
1 the best.
Okay,
but 2 and 3 are both good.
Yeah,
4 is kind of
it took a dip back down.
Yeah, it's Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen gets a little out of hand.
Yeah. Donnie Yen, oh my God. Donnie Yen was supposed to do, there was a game that came out and they remastered it on the Xbox One called Sleeping Dogs, which is supposed to be like a Streets of New York type of sequel, but they never did. And Donnie Yen was supposed to play the main character and they never went through with that. And I'm so mad that never went through.
He would have been great in that role.
All right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Anyone else have anything? Well, we have remaining time.
I put these 2 on there. I kind of like them, but I just put them on there, Lucy and Salt.
Salt, you could throw that up in the air. I actually am one of the few people who really liked Lucy. I think until the final reveal in the last 10 minutes of Lucy, it's a great movie, action wise. And then it just has this revelation that's, I'm a computer system.
Yeah, exactly.
I am God. I am literally, that's what happened. She literally, I don't know. Spoilers.
Well, those are my last 2 mentions.
I really liked Riddick.
Riddick,
oh yeah, I did. I thought Riddick was last. I thought that Riddick was 2000. Is it 2010?
No, that's
12,
there's
11.
Chronicles of Riddick. There's 3 movies. There's Pitch Black,
Chronicles of Riddick,
and then Riddick.
Oh, I've never seen Riddick actually. I've only seen Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick. So.
I got it lucky when I bought. I used to just go to Walmart all the time and buy movies, and they had a sale for all the steel books. And with the comic book art, and I bought Riddick. I was like, why not? I mean, I don't really like Vin Diesel, but whatever. What was the one you said? Salt and Lucy.
Salt and Lucy,
shout out to what was the other one that the guy did who made Lucy and The Professional?
Actor?
The director. He made
Director.
a movie with based Valerian.
Oh, I've never actually seen Valerian. Now, here's the thing. I actually, when I was younger, I picked up one of the comics, and it's like it was really bizarre to me. So when I heard they were actually making a movie off it, I didn't really have much source material because I'd read one comic, but I still haven't watched it because I heard so many bad things about Valerian. So that's why I didn't see it.
It's not like a great movie, but if you want to watch, like I said to him with Alita, if you're a tech guy and you want to see an amazing looking movie in high definition, the graphics and stuff are really cool. It's a really fun universe.
So it is a visual kind of thing.
The thing that you said you picked up the comics and find it weird is mind-boggling to me because every single thing in Star Wars is ripped off from Valerian. The character Valerian is literally Han Solo.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But see, the thing is, I always felt because the art style back then. If you go look at the old comics,
it's like Tintin.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
yeah,
Hugo was
it's a French comic, right?
Yeah, but Hugo's a fantastic movie. Sacha Baron Cohen.
No,
Ben
I
Kingsley.
hate Hugo. I hate.
Really, I like that one.
Would that
it's
be
one of my least
action,
favorite
though?
Scorsese movies?
No, it's not. It's not an action movie, but I like that movie.
Hugo and After Hours.
I've never seen either one of them. So,
anyways, okay, I don't have any more time for either of you.
I don't either.
I like everyone who's watching this. You could find his stuff in the bottom and his stuff in the bottom. Let us know which movies that we missed because we're idiots in the thing where you type. Peace out.
Ali Fat Cat.
Peace out.